Hello? I don't know if this is working. We'll see. I'll just talk randomly. I see the numbers are moving, so that's a good sign. If I keep talking, one of two things will happen. I will either start randomly coughing, or my voice won't be. My voice is doing this thing where it sounds like I just woke up. If I don't talk for a while, it's very annoying to me. I was gonna say they should re-release this game, but I think they did. My bad, not re-release. They, I mean, they made like a modern product. You have the new Ninja Gaiden and new Shinobi, but I do believe that there was a new Shadow of the Ninja that came out like years ago. Good moves. I believe these guys show up at some point and just push you off platforms, and it's very annoying. It's the classic video game problem where, like, you have a life bar. The life bar is never your issue. It's enemies hitting you when you're about to, like, jump over a platform or something. What? Come on. Really? I didn't realize that the sword, it's not. It literally like upgrades, so if you get hit, you lose the upgrade. Those are like different forms or something you're getting. Come on. What? Oh. Well, that's that. Cut off the CRT filter earlier. Let's see. What else do we have? We got scat. Forgot how this game plays. And this is one of those games that like visually reminds me of Elevator Action. I might be wrong. Or no. Yeah, no, Elevator Action. I think, no, is that what is the game? Forgot what it's called. It's not that. Okay, let's go. Push start button. Ah. What was that? Come on. Like weird spy hunter. Oh well. Should have surrendered while he had the chance. There's no record of this guy, but his hands? His fingers were twisted. They weren't human, more like claws. And that gun he carried. Talk about the creeps. Christy, can you run a check on that stuff we found in the vehicle? Sure. Who's there? Show yourself. Don't worry, just your guardian angel. Are we gonna... That first level was a cold open. Okay, so there's ammo. Ammo for the grenades too. This is pretty impressive looking. I'm a Highlander. No, I can't follow him there. They got me. Game scared me. Hang on, let me finish eating real quick. Hey, what's up? I shouldn't have jumped. I gotta go. Gotta keep moving. Jeez. This is a lot better than I expected to be. Oh, I hate this game. My man just summons like steel beams. What's going on around here? Christy? Sorry, it's me, Sophia. Christy asked me to check out that stuff, and what I've been able to find all leads to Kenron. Kenron? Rumor has it that he practices black magic. I'm gonna make sure that wasn't in the background. It's really hard when you play old games trying to figure out like what you can and cannot touch. I was hoping we could land this thing, but I wasn't sure. It's part of the old or the joy of old games, though, I guess. So you play some games, they get so focused on like the graphics that you can't tell what you can and cannot touch. What's this? GG. I'll take that game over as a game over. Alright, let's see. Volleyball. I, it's a cool service. It's just like I think what it is, one of the things that throws me off about NSO is the SP stuff, which just kind of like lets you check the game out in a further point. Like this might be like the second render of the game or whatever, which is cool. But at the same time, when I'm looking at the list of games, like I can't tell what I actually have and what I don't have because there's so much like right here, like Kirby's on here twice, Kid Icarus is on here twice, Zelda's here twice, Metroid, all these other games. They've got so many other like versions. I mean, I think the biggest thing for me is just like it's such a cool bonus feature. Like for $50 a year to be able to play games online, even there's not a ton of stuff on Switch that I want to play online. But you know, I've heard people say like, "Oh, why don't you just download the ROMs?" Like I have all these ROMs, but it's cool having them limited like this. But like, I don't know what N64 games I have access to. Ooh, look, there's a new update. I don't know why it takes that long, but okay. But yeah, it's exciting. Like, for some reason, even though they had the game released on Switch like separately, when they announced like, "Hey, Shadow Man's coming out on Switch, Nintendo Switch Online," I was like, "What? Shadow Man? Oh boy!" I've never wanted to play Shadow Man in my life. I don't even think back when it was like new, I had any interest in Shadow Man, but like I tried it out because it was on Switch Online. I do miss. I think I've mentioned this before, but I miss back when like the Wii was like newish, and they would release virtual console games. Um, or just stuff on the eShop in general. Like I remember coming home from work and just looking forward to like browsing the store because it also had that super catchy song. Let's see. Let me see if I can find. I haven't heard it in forever. I used to use it as background noise and it went away, but I'm too lazy for that now. Let's see. Wii Shop channel main theme 10 hours. Hell yeah. Like it being payday and me sitting there and turning on the Wii and like scrolling through and be like, oh shoot, look, Castlevania. Wow, for 800 Wii points, absolutely, or 600 or whatever it was. And like I'd be happy with it. I get it, and I'd sit there and like play it, and that would be like my big thing for the weekend. It was like a $5 game that I had on my computer at the time. I probably had the cartridge at the time too, and like it was still just cool playing it on the eShop like legally. Or again, like I said, just having something to look forward to. Oh, they did add games. All right, what do we got? Tonic Trouble. Oh, that's right. I knew they added these. I just forgot. I haven't opened the N64 one in that long. All right. Gotta wait for it to finish. All right. What a great song. Iggy's Wrecking Balls. Like, there's so many games that are in here. This is like it, the thing with curation like this on anything, like when they did the SNES Mini and all those other things too, is that it forces you to look at things that you would otherwise skip. So like I think, people probably know Jet Force Gemini, maybe not so much anymore, but back when it came out it was a big deal. Perfect Dark, GoldenEye, whatever, F-Zero, but like Iggy's Wrecking Balls, Harvest Moon 64. Um let's see. Even Pokemon Puzzle League, I get, I know what that is, but no, not everybody does. Ridge Racer 64, Sin and Punishment being here. There's so many games. Win Back. Man, this game is like, it's so weird. But it's also cool that it's here. It's one of the, what is this? Let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What is that, like 37 games? We got Yoshi's Story down here. It's one of 37 games on the store, so like if you want to check out some N64 games, at some point you're probably going to load up Winback and be like, what is this? And then play it and be like, oh, it's a cover shooter from like 1997. Oh, I'm sorry, 99. I was way off. Not the greatest game, but it's cool. From the people that made Dynasty Warriors. Let's see what this looks like. My room is like dark right now, and I've got a, wow, I show up on here. Amazing. Anyway. My dog gets into so much stuff. Oh. He's handsome, I think. I gotta see what my dog has in his mouth. Hold on. I'm still here. Okay, it turns out it was nothing. It turns out what he had in his mouth was he brought a toy up to the bed, but the way he was holding it made it look like he had got like trash or something was just chewing it up. My bad. Almost done. Okay, let's go. Let's what do they call it? Stop and pop. I messed up. I have that CRT filter on everything because I think it looks cool. I think it's a really neat filter. But I'm a person that I'm starting to reappreciate filters, like scan lines and stuff, especially if they're done well. I think that one right there looks pretty good. I remember I had a filter I had set up for MAME a long time ago, and it had like the screen curved, the colors were slightly blown out a little bit. Like I had all these settings to make it look like the way I pictured, arcade machines I used to play on. It was very rare that I played on anything that was like brand new. And if it was like after, maybe like 2 or 3 months, not so much. Not easy. As you know, the space station has been completely destroyed. Thanks to the Gulf satellite, it can hit any spot on Earth from orbit with pinpoint accuracy. So basically, they've called us in to take back control. The fortress of Weston from the bad guys, right? Yep, that's pretty much it. Can't believe the military made such a crazy weapon. Then to have it stolen by terrorists? What a joke. Shut up and let me finish, Jake. They want us to take back control of the Gulf system. If that fails, we've got to shut it down. Oh, the illustrious intelligence agency tells us that this thing has an unlimited power source, but it takes several hours to charge before each blast. That gives us a few hours before they fire again, and they will. You can count on it. We got to hit them hard before that. If not, well, you can say you also have the footage of the Space Center. There is no, I repeat, no margin for error. The control center is hidden beneath an old factory, and there are only 2 ways to reach it. First is a high-security express elevator that starts in the main office building. The second is a large freight elevator located in the northwest section of the complex. We can't afford to waste... What? That's why our main target is the express elevator. Except for Steve, Matt, and Law. I want you 3 to secure the freight elevator. We don't know if they're listening or not, so keep communications. What? What the? You're losing power fast. They're in a helicopter or something? Get out while you can. Damn, listen up. Scrap the rendezvous at the drop point. You're on your own, boys and girls. Find a way and then carry out your orders. Okay, fall out, soldiers. Well, we're off to a nice start. Just going out. Nobody's got any masks on. It's all good. You okay, man? Yeah, it's nothing. See you down there, Jean-Luc. Alright. No parachute. Go into mission. In case you didn't know, it was a cover shooter.
Over here!
Win-back. Win-back. Everybody knows win-back. What's that other game? There's another game that was known as like the first cover shooter, but like it's definitely. From what I remember, it was definitely this. I had a friend who had It's not the same genre. It just reminds me like in terms of like art style. I had a friend who had Hybrid Heaven, which is like an RPG, I believe. I got a magazine. Great. Oops. Oh, oh, I was like, what is this clear thing on my desk? I have a key on my other keyboard that just the left arrow key started sticking the other day. So I just decided to get rid of the entire keyboard because I tried unsticking it and changing the keycap and like nothing would switch. It's unacceptable. Come on. There you go. Good job, me. I'm assuming that's Z is crouch. Alright, so we got this. Got him. Silent scope. I think this is there was something to this. Maybe it was just oh there we go. I gotta shoot the button that's over there.
Over there!
Trying to crouch behind the damn box with him. Great. Too hard. game itself is not super difficult from what I can tell. It's just that the aiming, I mean, this is unconventional aiming. This is back when you only had one analog stick on the controller, if you were lucky. Nope. Dead. I aborted the operation. I don't remember how to get to the damn. There we go. Tonic Trouble. This game I didn't play. I played Rayman 2. I definitely rented Rayman 2 a few times. Like I rented it on N64 and Dreamcast, but Tonic Trouble. This is the kind of game that I would have seen a picture of and be like, no, not running that. That's for babies. Yeah, the aiming in that game is like there's lock-on aiming, but it doesn't matter. It's like it might hit them, it might not. You never know. This guy's just Rayman. He's just purple Rayman so far from what I can see. What the hell is that thing? It's a mushroom with like boxing gloves. Okay, let's see. Let's see what the intro is. Ready to start? Sweet. Mothership Albatross is back from another exploration mission and another Monday for Ed cleaning up the space out of his storage room. You know, this came out back when the WWF Attitude Era was going on, so it's hard for me to like, you know, it was forcing me to grow up slightly faster than I probably would have expected. You know, I'm sitting there going home and playing video games like Banjo-Kazooie, and at the same time I'm watching like Wrestling at Night, and guys are on screen saying like "suck it" and all that stuff. Like, of course, you know, at some point I'm gonna be like, all right, can't play these baby games anymore. I gotta play cool kid games like Sonic Adventure. Sonic's edgy. Something must have been in that tonic. Looks like trouble. He's made him drunk. Ed, Earth here. What do you think our planet is? A garbage dump? Your can is transforming every. Oh, once you're there, Doc will give you a hand. Don't worry if he seems a little jumpy. His amazing inventions will be most useful. Sure. His daughter's who? She's hot, I guess, right? She knows all you need to know and will answer any questions you have. I think she's supposed to be hot. You can tell she's supposed to be hot because her triangle head has whatever those are. Watch out for Grow. The can has fallen into his hands and made him all-powerful. Stop him before he becomes the what? Slow down, a pharmacist. Cooks up all sorts of genetic trouble and brews Graga from the contents of that can together with piggy methane. What? Forgot to introduce myself. Agent XYZ, leader of the Resistance. I'm your informant. We'll meet up again soon. Good luck. Sweet. Press A button to start. What? No, you can't start your game off with this. See, that's why this company went big. Oh, wait, nope, they're still around. How was the first level in your video game sliding downhill in snow? Like, you know this is nothing like the rest of the game. Every time it does that, it makes me think I like, did I die? No, I didn't die. Now I'm dead. Jeez. Gotta beat that time, huh? Oh, close. Close. Oh, 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 oh. Oh. Cool borders, man. I've been thinking about the game so much lately. I was listening to a podcast, and all anybody has to do is mention Cool Borders or the name Lep Systems, the developer, and it's just stuck in my head for the rest of the month. Especially because it's December. I'm trying to figure out how to not suck at this. Amazing. What is this? Hang on. Yeah, it's not that serious. Oh man, my uncle works at the same job I do. The problem is that I'm a manager and he's like just a regular worker. So when he's ready to go, he's like, I gotta go. I'm like, I have like 35 people that are like depending on me being here. And they don't realize it. They're still waiting for me to do stuff, or they need me to do things for them. But when he wants to go, he's ready to go. So we're gonna make sure I have some sort of coverage. But it's like less money and other stuff too. South Point. Not South Park. Okay. Damn, girl. Get those polygon hands. Hi there, I'm Susie. You must be Ed. Don't take it badly or any what? But I was expecting someone a bit more, well, a bit less purple. Anyway, the main thing is to get that can back from Grow before he becomes too powerful. To start off, you got to free my father, the Doc. He's a brilliant inventor. Once he's free, he'll be able to help you. Okay. Suck my nuts. You want me to get 160 of those things? What? You crazy? Man, this time period is like all these games at some point were like, what if collectibles? And that's all it was. It was like, man, you know what we need? More collectibles. Pee-wee. Cut it out, buddy. I'm telling you, this dog disappears in this stupid thingy here. Ugh. Cut this folks. Pee-wee, stop. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, this dog. Background blur. Put that on, put this off. There he goes. He's gonna be like this all night. If he's like this now, that means that when I actually try to go to like sleep, he will be horribly restless. So the problem is that he gets like this, and then like as soon as I do whatever he wants me to do, like say if he wants to like go out for a walk, I'll take him on a walk, I'll come back in, he might still be a little bit like hyper. And then whenever I'm ready for bed, he still wants to play, of course. And then after that, like he does this thing where he'll like, you know, he's like, all right, I'm ready to lay down. Cool. So I'll take him out for the walk, come back in, you know, he's all burned out. First thing he does is he comes up here to my bed and he stretches out the long way across the bed. So I have to like push around him. And if I do that, all of a sudden it makes him hyper again. It's just like, oh, what do I do? There have been times I've looked at him like, you know, I'm just going to sleep on the floor. I'm not going to deal with it. I'm not going to deal with it. No dog's going to tell me what to do. Just means I'm going to sleep on the floor of my own room. Oh no. I can't see. We have old game camera angles happening right here. I'm sorry. Right here. It's the masterpiece right there. Welcome to Doc's Cave, Agent Ed. Remember me. I'm Agent XYZ, Chief Coordinator of the Resistance. If we don't act fast, Grow will take over the entire planet. The Doc can help you. You absolutely must free him. Here's a piece of advice. You can control the camera. I have C buttons, damn it. Is there no way for me to like dive? No, I guess not. Whatever. Yeah, the camera angle. This is the thing. It's weird. It's like people that hate on Mario 64 talk about the camera, but I'm like, to me, Mario 64 holds up fine. It's got some weird stuff to it. Like there's something about the way he looks in that game that's kind of strange to me now. But like, if you go play this and then you go back and you play Mario 64, you appreciate the camera work that they'd had. And it was like, that's like the first N64 game. So it's crazy that they hit it like right away. What is this? I can't even tell where I'm jumping to because, what? There's no like sense of scale here. I can see my shadow when I'm over the platform, maybe. But let's say draw distance changes that too. All right, so I'll go here. I can't tell how close I am. This is all meaningless right now. I'm just hoping for the best. Why are you doing disappearing platforms? What is this? Whatever. We're fine. Amazing. Yep, these are definitely people that go on to make Assassin's Creed. You can tell. Because he has to grab him to the edge of the platform. Holy smokes, why? This is just off-brand Rayman. But the problem is like, why would the company that makes Rayman make an off-brand one? It's like if Nintendo had like a Kirby knockoff and called him like, I don't know, what was another name that's like Kirby? Ken Griffey. Oh man. XYZ reporting slight problem here. The machine's broken. If you fix it, you'll get to taste the Doc's popcorn. Really? So supposedly, I was listening to a podcast earlier and they were talking about this specific game. And they had mentioned that this game, I don't know why, had a partnership with Newman's Own, the popcorn brand. Yes. Well, I don't feel like doing another level, so I'm going to get ready for bed because it's what is it, like 10:24? I'm gonna be up in like 5 hours, 6 hours, whatever. So anyway, hopefully, so at the moment I'm off on Thursday, so I'm hoping I'm off Thursday, so I'm gonna get my uncle ride a break and pick him back up and go to some like thing for the managers. But I'm hoping after work tomorrow, if I'm not exhausted and I'm not broke, I can go check out the new Silent Night, Deadly Night while it's in theaters, because that seems like it'd be really stupid fun. Oh, I don't know. Oh. Anyway, alright, that's gonna be it for now. I will catch you later. You have a good night, and